And hello, everybody. It's me. It's the War RAT, and I am back with my good buddy Chaser for some minor league esports action on the night presented by APM Music. Tonight, we start things off in the Foundation League double side of things between the Eclipse and Spartans. Both teams are trying to vie for a playoff position. Both teams do have a winning record. The Eclipse 16-9, while the Spartans are 15-10. They're both trying to put one step forward in securing a better playoff position, and I think this is going to be a showdown. What do you think, Chaser?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very close matchup here between these two rosters. However, I'm looking at the records versus winning teams here to kind of tell the story. I'm going to go with the Spartans this evening in this matchup. They have a 5-5 record against winning teams, whereas the Eclipse only running at 3-7. So that could be a very telling thing, and I think the Spartans are going to come out swinging here in game number one.
Swinging indeed. I did see another stat potentially that could also play in effect. The Spartans' goal differential, I believe, is -6. So while the Eclipse have a goal differential of 9. So it's a telling story. When the Spartans win games, they win them close, and when they lose them big. So it's going to be the story of if the Spartans can hold these games to a close call, and if they can, I believe they pull out with the win. I'm going the Spartans 3-2.
Spartans 4-1 for me. Here we go, though. Game number one underway with the 5 minutes on the clock as Tordad and Fluffy are going to have the first kickoff. This ball going to be onto the right wing for the Spartans as Thimblewit's going to send that across. Picked up there by Quilly, who has a good challenge onto Tordad. Tordad's going to back off, turns for the ball now. Up into the air they go. To the back wall it goes, maybe on target as well. That's going to be a good save from Fluffy. The Eclipse are going to clear the zone here on the counterattack.
Yeah, they've done a great job at preventing the Spartans from scoring, and they almost went down the field themselves, and eventually it didn't work out. Thimblewit's going to get the first goal for the Spartans to put on top.
And that's going to be a very good clearance coming out, recognizing both players for the Eclipse pushed up too far. Just going to roll that one right down the middle of the field into the empty net. So 30 seconds in with the Spartans to the lead early on. So very good for them. Here we go with this kickoff. It's going to be neutralized in the favor of the Eclipses. Fluffy's going to play that one to the back wall. Tordad's going to try to make a play. Follow-up shot going to be had. Right like that, we're back to tied.
Unfortunate. I guess that was a tough read for Tordad there. You didn't know if it was going to go in, if it was going to go off, and unfortunately it went off and bounced right in front of Fluffy, who got the tie. We're kind of back at 0-0, even though it's 1-1. 4:20 left on the clock. Both teams proving they can score quick, and let's see if one of these teams can shut down the other's offense in a matter of time here. And Thimblewit's going to start early with the demo, but it's going the other way for the Eclipse, and Thimblewit gets a save off the 50, but here comes Fluffy off the corner there. Tordad's going to take it towards the other end. Really waiting the wings for Tordad. Tordad's going to pop it up high with only 10 boosts, possibly up to Thimblewit. Thimblewit's going to take a shot. Fluffy just there, easy save for him. Tordad's going to follow through with it again. Oh, and Fluffy's just there once more. The Spartans taking another shot left and right. They can't find it. Tordad, great job at getting that 50 in the mid to keep that one from going in the back of their net. Now they got to clear it. Thimblewit goes up, gets a great touch away out to Quilly. He's still going to take that, put it up high. Potentially, maybe for anything. Tordad is going to take it down back to the mid. Fluffy beats him out though. Fluffy now taking it, gets 50'd out, still on the side of the Spartans in that same spot. They got to find a way to get that cleared out, and which they do. Tordad is definitely going to get this one cleared out. Down, rolling past one defender. Oh, but Tordad is going to get himself a demo. He shouldn't have saved that one. You're in the way of destruction. Balls out to the mid. Maybe Tordad's there. No, Fluffy, great clear out there. Now here comes the Eclipse counterattack. Fluffy gets a 50. Possible pass coming through. Nothing though. He's out of boost, and the Spartans are going to take this one back to the corner.
Yeah, that's where Thimblewit's going to carry it along. It's going to be challenged by Fluffy at the midfield. Tordad gets it over the top of Fluffy as well as it goes to the right wing corner. Good challenge in that corner by Quilly. Up goes Thimblewit trying to beat both members of the Eclipse. Thimblewit's actually coming back for that ball. They're able to make another touch on it, but Quilly's going to play it softly to the corner. Thimblewit turns, actually Tordad as well. That's going to be a shot coming in from Tordad. Follow-up going to be needed from Thimblewit as that save comes out from Fluffy. That ball still in a good spot. Here comes the follow-up shot. There it is. Thimblewit going to give the lead back to the Spartans.
The Eclipse are sitting on the back line for too long. The Spartans pushing And every time they kept pushing, you just wondered how much more can this team of the Eclipse take? How much more can that defense hold off? And unfortunately for them, the Spartans have found that little crack in the wall, and they might do it again here. Thimblewit gonna go up with it now. He's gonna try and pass it down. Maybe Tordad, no one's home. The Eclipse are gonna take this one down. Thimblewit's gonna get a demo and Quilly potentially throwing that offensive push. And Fluffy's still playing a great job with his ball here, but it's off to the corner once more for the Spartans. It's 50 out up in the air. Tordad's going to take it up with him. Oh, but unfortunate touch. Maybe puts it into the corner. No danger for now. Fluffy going to dribble it away. Gets 50 out back to the same right side corner of the Spartans. And it feels like they've been over there every minute of the game. Quilly looking to put it in himself, and oh, no follow-up from Fluffy just yet. Now he's gonna come in off the post and nothing comes of it. Gets a team bump, and that one's going back the other way.
Thimblewit chases it into the offensive right corner, but it is going to get finally cleared out once back in by the Eclipse. Here comes Quilly trying to beat Tordad on that one, not doing anything that time. Thimblewit's going to play that one past Fluffy. That's going to be Quilly popping that one out into the middle. That's going to be a good opportunity for the Spartans. Here comes Thimblewit. They have the ball on their car, going for the pop-up, going to the left post. It's going to be off of that post. Follow-up going for the right side. Going to be a little bit wide that time as well from Tordad. As Tordad turns around with a minute remaining, the lead still here with the Spartans, and they are trying to get more.
You know, unfortunately, the defender for the Eclipse comes in handy from both shots of the Spartans. However, they are up by one. Still, the time is clocking down, not in favor of the Eclipse here. Oh, it's a flip, man, possible fake for Thimblewit to come in and take his time. Need to get around Fluffy. Quilly comes in, and Fluffy's going to put that back to the corner. Quilly going to set this attack up, but got no boost left. Fluffy gets a demo. Potential, another bump here. Thimble gets spawned at the right position, and he's going to take it the other way. Is this ball just going to roll in? No, it's not. It's up off the backboard. They need to clear it, which they do. Time still looming down for the Eclipse. They got to figure out how to push this ball back the other end. Thimble not going to let that happen. He could drop that one in there. Almost falls into it. Tordad's going to follow up, and he's going to strike. Puts the game on ice. Spartans looking to take game one.
Nail in the coffin there in game one for the Spartans to nail that one in. Great job from Tordad to finalize that goal and give them that insurance marker late in this game. And really, I'm seeing a lot of really good aerial play coming out from the Spartans here. Tordad and Thimblewit have been really confident in the air at taking shots, challenging early on, just like you saw there. And it's really paying off for the Spartans. As you see here, game number one going to them, 3-1 the score. And man, oh man, the Spartans looked really good that game.
Oh, they definitely did. 10 shots, 5 apiece out of them both. They have put pressure on this Eclipse team, and you know, it's just hard to watch if you're against the Eclipse. You got to figure out a way to, you know, stop this team from continuing to push that midfield. That's what really killed them most. They got that midfield trap, and the Spartans didn't look back. They definitely shot out the ball. We got to look at the 6 saves though from the Eclipse. They definitely held it, you know, on the back line, not letting it go in for the most part, but eventually that defense just shut down because the Spartans offense, you know what they say, Chaser, and I said this multiple times, a good defense is a better offense. And in this game one, the Spartans definitely had the better offense.
Yeah, they did. A lot of shots, a lot of pressure, counterattacks as well. I mean, you ask for anything from the Eclipse, it's just going to be try to not overcommit a little bit. You know, put yourself in position to be able to defend any type of shot coming in. But when you have as many shots coming in as the Spartans did, it's kind of difficult at times to, you know, be able to get out of your own zone and be able to generate your own offense. So you got to be careful not to get stuck deep in your own zone. You know, the boost steals are going to be critical, and really just avoid the bumps. We didn't see too many coming out from the Spartans. Most of those demos were coming out from the Eclipse. When the demos were coming from the Spartans, it was on the chase down coming back to the defensive half. So you got to be aware of that as well if you're trying to generate some offense. You don't want to be caught out in a 1v2. So here we go, though. Game number 2 at Neo Tokyo. It's underway.
underway, and here come the Eclipse. Can we see them figure out how to stop this Spartans offense and put more shots on the board, or possibly play a little more offense in the zone? And Fluffy's gonna touch that. Thimble, great save, and now he's gonna have to clear this one away to the corner, which he does. He's slow on boost now, takes it above Fluffy, and no one's there to follow. Quilly's gonna take it. Oh, a little bit of touch, but Tordad's gonna get bumped. Potential play coming out for the Eclipse. Thimble gonna clear that one out. It gets demoed for it. Fluffy now has all the time in the world. He's gonna boom it down the field here. Fluffy now is gonna go for a bumper demo, and unfortunately, Chaser, that one does not get saved away. That just falls into the net. The Eclipse are now up by 1.
The dreaded floater finds the mark as the defense of the Spartans crumbles there in that first 35 seconds. So a very good job of the Eclipse putting that pressure on early here, trying to get back to an even series. Now Tordad's going to play that one across the face of the net as Thimblewit's going to try to chase it into the corner. They do just that. Get it past Fluffy. Now trying to play it to the back wall again, but Quilly with a good read. Quilly's going to get this one past Tordad as well, so it's going to be a 1v1. Quilly versus Thimblewit. Quilly's going to put it to the back wall, and the dunk as well. Crossbar and post away, though. Tordad carries it through the corner, grabs some boost, trying to get the 50. He's going to lose that one to Fluffy, who's going to play it to the back wall. Good chance again there for the Eclipse. They still have the pressure on right now, though.
Yeah, they're definitely finding their footing in this game now. They're putting the pressure on a little bit early, and it definitely resulted in a 1-goal lead for this team. And a little double commit out of the Spartans, but somehow they figure out a way to put it back to the other end. And unfortunately, that touch didn't go nowhere. Thimblewit's going to get that 50 out. Tordad's just going to wait at mid now. He's going to push upfield here. He's going to put it off the back, and Quilly's going to take that one to the sidewall. Oh, but he's going to get bumped, which clears the way for Thimblewit. Thimblewit taking on Fluffy one-on-one. Oh, off the crossbar. And Tordad's going to come in with it now, putting more pressure on both by the Spartans. Eclipse looking to clear this one out to mid. Quilly's going to do it. Quilly's going to put it off the backboard. Thimble misses the ball. Fluffy's going to come in. Oh, Thimble, good beat on that one to the corner. He's going to take it. Does he have any boost to work with? Quilly has none. Ball's going to bounce, roll in front of the net. Oh, what was that? No one's home for the Spartans. It's still a 1-0 lead here for the Eclipse. A good 50 out for Fluffy. Here he comes, but he's going to opt away as Thimble going to take it to the sidewall. Now he's going to take it slow. Pass it possibly up to Tordad. No, Quilly's going to beat him off the back wall. Fluffy's going to come in with the follow. Gets a good 50, but can't find the back of the net. Still a chance for this Eclipse team to score, and the Spartans have definitely, I don't know, found themselves in the back foot from game 1.
Yeah, only 2 shots coming out from the Spartans so far. The Eclipse doubling that total so far. There's another one on the board for the Eclipse. Here comes another one as well. It's going to be 6 shots. The 7th one's going to have an empty net. Oh, it's going to be to the post. Oh, no. Oh, a team save on the Eclipse there. Oh, my. This could be a 2-0 game, but right now it stays at a 1-0 score as the Spartans are going to try to get this to a tie game. Tordad's up in the air, playing that one back into the box. The clearance coming out from Quilly will go to the left wing corner. It is going to be Thimblewit off the back wall. They're going to pop that one out. That's going to be a shot attempt from Quilly. It's going to be Tordad getting the touch out of the box, though. This one in a dangerous spot once again. Thimblewit going to come back and keep it in the corner. Not able to get a shot out of that worthy Eclipse. Now Tordad has possession, trying to get a 50 there. Fluffy with a good win. They have possession in the offensive corner, trying to get it out. It's going to be a pinch, actually, off of Thimblewit as it goes completely across the front of the net in an east to west fashion. And the pop out to the Eclipse half here as the shot could have been there, but it is going to be cleared by Fluffy.
Yeah, Fluffy's doing a great job, and especially Quilly with taking this shot here. The Eclipse are going to go up 2-0, and they eventually get that goal back from earlier. You hate to see what happened earlier. You know, Fluffy made sure to drive away from that one just in case something else happened, and it's a completely different game than what we saw in game 1, and the Eclipse have definitely found themselves on the forefront of this game too, as they look to tie the series up. Still a minute left, plenty of time to work for the Spartans, but you gotta figure out how now to stop this Eclipse team from putting the pressure what they did to you last game. Here's how you might start it out. Tordad gonna try and put it nothing to work with though. Quilly is going to take it to the corner here. Tordad gets a good touch with the potential put out to the front of the net. Nothing comes of it. Fluffy going to clear that one back out to the midfield. Tordad gets a good 50, still in the corner now. He's going for the bump, can't find it. Willie's gonna take it up high. Thimblewit's there with it. Tordad gonna put it up in the air off the backboard. Potential pass from Thimblewit coming through. Nothing happens. 30 seconds left. The Spartans gotta score, and they gotta score now if they have any chances of tying this game up. Fluffy still doing a great job at keeping this one at mid, wasting the timeout. Fluffy gets a demo on Thimble, which slows them down even further. The time is running down, and the Spartans got to score it right now, and it's got to be there. Can't find it. The Eclipse are looming in on this Game 2 victory, and they will do it here as that ball is going to bounce in. Fluffy secures the win, secures game number 2, and this series is tied up.
Yeah, we're going to game number 3 with a 1-1 series score line. And, you know, we talked about the pressure definitely in favor for the Spartans in game 1. The Eclipse have really pinned that down in the offensive zone for them this time. They were the ones with the majority of that pressure. And Quilly and Fluffy both were really all over the Spartans. They had only 3 shots for the Spartans as opposed to the 9 coming in from the Eclipse. So a very good game coming out from the boys in white.
Oh yeah, they saw the last game. Hey, you shot the ball 9-10 times. We'll come out game number 2. We'll shoot the ball 9-10 times. Unfortunately for the Spartans, they just got turned 180 because the Eclipse have just found their footing. Like I said earlier, it's all now questions for the Spartans. How do they stop this now? I mean, we asked the same question. How did the Eclipse shut down the Spartans from game 1? Because they look solid. And well, there's the answer. Now the question's right back at the Spartans. Let's see how mentally tough they are going into game 3 after they just got shut out 3-0.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some of that offense that they had in game 1 for sure. And a lot of that came down to counterattacks, I believe, as well. So that's going to have to be a part of it. You're going to have to play far enough back where you're allowing the Eclipse to overcommit and then just countering them with quick, booming clears that are on target. That seems to be what had worked in game 1. So we'll see if they can get back to that here going into game number 3.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see now. Both teams with a really solid performance win underneath their belt going into this game 3. And we're going to see which team is going to thrive now under all the questions. I mean, last game, the Eclipse definitely answered back, but there's still some questions about if they can shut down the Spartans still. And the Spartans might come out with a massive start, and let's see what happens. Is the Eclipse going to start this counterattack with Fluffy? He's going to put it off the back. It's going to go up high, though. Tordad going to drop it down in the danger zone. Almost a shot coming up by Quilly. It's off to the corner, and Fluffy's going to put it across. Tordad gets up in the air with it. Thimblewit's going to follow through, gets past 1. Trying to collect pads here. He does, but gets demoed. Tordad, here he goes. 50 out. Still, he's going to try and work with it. Unfortunate pinch back the other way, and it's just in the Spartans territory once more. Eclipse, great 50 out. It's going to bounce high in front of the net. 50 out to the mid, down to Thimble, and the Spartans are now counterattacking. Thimble can't get past 1, but he's going to get a demo, which could clear the way for Tordad here. Tordad, no boost, couldn't catch it. Ball's just going to bounce now. He has to wait patiently, trying to get boost. Hopefully nothing comes from the Eclipse, and it almost happened. Tordad, great touch, but still looming in the danger zone off the corner. Thimble gets past 1 defender. Thimble now going to dribble it down to the midfield, taking his time with it. Fluffy, good job with the 50. Put that back in the Spartans territory. Really going to 50 out with Tordad, but Tordad gets the advantage of that one. It could be a 2v1 for the time being. Quilly now is going to come out with a demo, and the Eclipse have found a little bit of aggressive play style from that game 2. Is that going to pay off for them this series or this game?
That's what they're going to have to continue to do, but Thimblewit's now going to have possession. No boost. They're going to grab the midfield on the left side. Good flick from Thimblewit. That could be on target as well. No, it's just wide. The demo ringing out, though, as well. Tordad drops that one down in the corner. Picked up by Fluffy, who's going to carry it along their left wing. Good challenge from Thimblewit. They're going to play this ball once again. They chase it along that side wall. Maybe looking for some boost grabs. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be a ball off the back wall, not on target. Looked like that could have been a shooting attempt as well, but nothing doing that time. Thimblewit has possession, looking for the flick, but it's going to be stopped out immediately by Fluffy. Good job meeting that ball. This is going to be a shot as well. Coming in again, Quilly having to make the save along the goal line as Tordad keeps the pressure on for the Spartans. That's going to be exactly what they need. Oh, it's off the crossbar in post. It's going to go out. Here comes Quilly the other way. Do they have enough time? No. Good job getting back by Thimblewit for the time being. It's still a dangerous ball, though. It's going to be in front of the net. Here come the Eclipse. The shot's going to be on, but Thimblewit will get the clearance. It's going to be counterattack after a counterattack for both of these teams. Nobody has scored yet, and that's going to be remaining the same here as we approach 2 minutes remaining.
Game 3 is full of counterattacks, and both teams unsuccessful on both, and there was almost a shot coming through. Fluffy, good save, and now the Eclipse are going to put it the other way. No boost, but puts it down to Fluffy. He's going to wait to boom this one over Tordad. Tordad gets a good touch, and both teams are now just playing a game of volleyball as they both are putting high, fast octane shots coming through. It's not working, as you see most of them hit in the corner, but it's there. The offense is there, but the scoring is not, and it could be right here for Tordad. Tordad is finally going to get one in the back of the net for the Spartans, and they're going to go 1-0 with 1:43 left to play.
Not only that, but we're starting to look at the shooting category as well. The Eclipse have not had a shot on target, so the Spartans have gotten all of that pressure back that they had from game 1. And with 6 shots on the board, and now about to be a 7th, it's going to be saved there by Fluffy on that one, though, as well. So for the Spartans, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. They have got the Eclipse on the back foot here so far in game number 3. This one's going to be a good touch from Quilly, but Tordad's going to follow it up along the right wing, taking that down through the mid boost. Shot coming in possibly. No, it's going to be challenged well by Fluffy. Tordad, bit of a mistouch that time, but it's going to be Thimblewit catching. Pass 1, gets it almost past Quilly, but Quilly's going to get a good power on that one. It's going to be on target. And that's a lot of ones. 1-1 with 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining.
That is a lot of ones. And let's talk about the one shot coming from the Eclipse, which was the equalizer in this all once tied up series game. We talk about the shot count. I was a little surprised with the Eclipse when you said they didn't have 0 shots. Just watching it didn't feel like they had 0 shots. I mean, maybe the shots didn't register, but when you look at the Spartans, they have 7 in total. And it's just the quality over quantity in this case right now, as the Eclipse do have 4 saves and 2 shots potentially leading out for the Spartans to score that one. However, still plenty of time for either team to work it out here and take this game before it goes into overtime. Clearly going to put it up, but no, Thimblewit is going to put it out to the corner there. Going to wait patiently now. Fluffy's going to take it himself, puts it out to Tordad, who's going to put it off the post there. And Quilly's going to put that one away, following it up. Now, can he do something with it? 30 seconds left over Thimble. No, Thimble's not going to allow that. The ball just looming in the air. Quilly could have gone for the demo maybe, but doesn't opt to do so. Tordad gonna get bumped himself, leads the way here. Thimble, great job at reading that one. Takes possession for the time being. Potential pass to Tordad. No one's home with it right now. 8 seconds left, but overtime looming in here. 5 seconds. Spartans on the attack. Great opportunity for Thimble. Off the back post. No one's home. We're going to overtime.
Man, that was a very good opportunity for the Spartans to take the win in regulation, but they were not willing to push far enough forward and risk giving up a goal the other way. But now in the overtime frame, the Spartans back to the pressure that has been working for them. Quilly, though, does carry that ball out. Now looking for a pass into the middle. That's going to be on target. This is going to be it. It is. And the Eclipse, they're going to kind of steal one here in this overtime.
Quilly, what an amazing play by him to get around both Spartans defenders. It absolutely impeccable by that player right there. Puts the team on his back, says, hey, we're going to take the series lead and we're going to take command of it early on. I just want to talk about when I said quantity over quality, or, quality over quantity, quality shots, Eclipse, 2 for 2. The 100% shooting, which ended up winning the game for them. The Spartans, on the other hand, 8 shots, only 1 went through. Now, you talk about the Spartans did find their offensive push, but the Eclipse definitely found it with 5 saves and 2 shots to win the game. And the Eclipse definitely have this series on notice. They won amazingly. They've answered back. The Spartans now have more questions than answers, and you know, the Eclipse are looming in on that series win.
Yeah, they are 1 win away from getting the victory here. So for the Spartans, I mean, they had all that pressure, but like you were saying, it's a quantity amount of shots, and the quality was there. They were on target. Most of them had to be saved away, but they weren't able to get through that defense, which is kind of critical. I mean, you see the Eclipse, they get the 2 shots and the 2 goals. You have got to find a way to get through that Eclipse defense. You've gotten them pinned down in their own zone and just aren't able to capitalize. So it's time to start capitalizing on the mistakes that are being made by the Eclipse defense and making sure that you're able to get this win here in game number 4.
You know, this might sound terrible, but instead of calling it quantity or quality, we can call it quality, because 2 for 2 for that man, and he's going to start maybe scoring a 3rd here in this game. He puts the Eclipse up 1, and now you wonder, can the Spartans score? Is it in their genes? Will the Eclipse stand strong here? They're looming in now on this series win with just 1 goal this early.
Yeah, that's a quick one as well, but a good kickoff goal for the Eclipse. And now we might be seeing one back the other way. It's post crossbar, and it is going to be in. So 6 seconds, we've seen 2 goals, 1 either way.
I think they heard me. They're like, nah, we're not going to let this game go out of our hands now. We got to win this one. It's do or die here, and they're going to throw that one back into the other way, back in the other net. We got a tie ball game now. With too early to score here, and the ball is going to go to the mid. Thimbleweed now going to take it up in the air. Plenty of boost to work with. Gets past 1 defender. Will it roll through? Oh, and Fluffy gets a good touch, but unfortunately, no follow-up by Tordad there. Put that one back. Thimbleweed still pressuring. Gets a miss. Fluffy going to take it the other way now, letting it roll up the sidewall. Gonna pass it down to Quilly. Nobody's home. Tordad, great read on that one to take it back to the way. Gonna take it high now. He's still got some boost to work with. Gonna let it bounce. Fluffy gonna catch it now. He's gonna take it around. Thimbleweed, great pressure. Great challenge on that one. Oh, and another great challenge comes out of Thimbleweed. It's 2-1. The Spartans have found new life.
Okay, this bounce out of the corner put Quilly in a really awkward spot there with their back to the ball. They had to try to get the clearance across the net, and unfortunately for them, Thimbleweed reads that one very well, is able to dunk that over the top and straight in. So the Spartans into the lead here, but off the kickoff, this could be an opportunity for the Eclipse to tie it right back up. Quilly is there with no boost, doesn't matter. It's going to be tied again.
What is this? 4 goals in less than a minute in this game. It's ridiculous. Both teams just showing their scoring powers right now. You know, we've seen both teams, one or the other pop off in one game, but both teams are now finding their footing here. Of course, the Spartans don't want to give this game up because they'll lose the series. But on the other hand, you know, we look at Thimbleweed there. He's done a great job at containing that offense, and you know, he's just got to get more Tordad involved here. But let's see if that happens. So Thimbleweed gonna take it 0. Now they've got 0 boost out to Tordad. Gonna get beat by Fluffy. Fluffy has a great opportunity to score it. It's off the post, and an unfortunate own goal, it looked like, down the other way. The Eclipse take the lead once again.
That's going to be back-to-back goals here for the Eclipse. Fluffy banging that one off the post. And unfortunately for Thimbleweed, just barely on the wrong side of the ball. And that does find the back of the Spartan net. So now playing from behind once again. Tordad's going to try to get the boost. I think they did over Quilly. Now they have possession of the ball as well. They're in the air. They get a shot on. It's going to be saved by Fluffy. Thimbleweed is up for it, keeping the ball in the offensive zone and the pressure on. But Quilly again, very good defensive play. They have possession here, trying to get a 50. Tordad going to win that one very well, as it is a neutralized ball. Almost to the back wall and into another passing situation for the Spartans. Now going the other way, the Eclipse. That ball's right to Quilly. Quilly going to take a crack towards a pass, but Fluffy, thinking demo instead of shot, is going to allow the ball to stay out of the danger zone and out of the back of the net.
You know, I mean, they could afford that a little bit to go for those miscommunication plays with the demo instead of a passing play. I mean, they are up by 1, but you don't want to continue doing that because it could cost you in the long run. However, Quilly is going to try and make short work of that mistake and try and score that one and give them a nice, comfortable lead. Now this ball's off to the corner. Tordad gonna take it. Can't get it. A nice touch on it. Fluffy has a chance, and he's gonna take advantage of it. Fluffy gonna put the Eclipse up 4-2, and now just down by 2. The series is still in your hands, but what do you got to do if you're the Spartans?
You got to find something to do offensively. You got to find a way through the defense of the Eclipse. Quilly and Fluffy have not really given too many mistakes. So now it's going to be making them make mistakes, putting them in awkward spots. We've seen a couple of times where the Eclipse have felt awkward and they were able to get goals where the Spartans. So you got to find a way to make it happen here. Tordad's going to try to set it up as they go down the right wing, trying to get it into a dangerous spot. That actually could be on target. No, it is going to be just barely off. Fluffy carrying that one down and into the offensive zone of Demo. Now maybe looking for another one. Tordad's going to avoid that one as no shot comes in from Quilly. Thimblewit's going to, bang that one down the field. Oh, Tordad, I thought, had the play there as well. Fluffy, they pop it up, trying to get the challenge. No, nothing doing. Thimble with a good one. Pop up from Quilly. Quilly with the follow. It's going to be in. Eclipse take a 3-goal lead.
I have no words for that push. The offensive push by the Eclipse just put the Spartans on their back toe, and they tripped up, and there was nothing they could do about it. The Eclipse have found their rhythm now. Both players 3 shots, and it just 6 shots in total. We're gonna we still talk about the shot count. The Spartans 4 shots, the 6 shots the Eclipse took, and it still doesn't matter. The Eclipse are figuring out ways to drop this team, breaking them apart and beating them just in a 1v1 or a 1v2 challenge. Oh, a fast potential coming through. Thimble, take it now, trying to make something happen for his team. Can't get there. Quilly does a great job at keeping that ball away. Spartans now pushing. How long is it gonna last though? Thimble, get the boost, take his time with it now. Waiting to dribble around Fluffy. He gets past one off the backboard. Tordad's gonna come through, and the Spartans are back within the range of 2.
That's going to be a very good pass coming out from Thimblewit, almost looking for that demo onto Quilly as well, but Tordad's going to win the challenge. Good pace coming out from the Spartans to cut that back to a 2-goal game. It still has time. This is still a probable thing that could happen. Will they be able to pull this back, though? Fluffy going to send it down for the Eclipse. This is going to be an opportunity. It's in front of the net. No, it is going to be cleared out there by Thimblewit. Tordad, can they get this one directed towards net? Fluffy chasing it from the left side, but no, Tordad is going to cut it to 1.
The Spartans will not die. No matter how bad you beat them, they're just gonna come back. We've seen it in history. You fight the Spartans, you're gonna get punched in the mouth, and that's what they're doing this game now. They gotta take it now by storm. They're only down by 1 with a minute left. Still plenty of time to work, but the Eclipse know what they gotta do. They gotta just beat them, separate them, break them apart. Thimble has a chance to get around Fluffy. Demo chase for Thimble. Thimble win. Oh, what a shot coming through. Fluffy, great save to get that one away. Tordad with the follow through, 0 boost now. Gonna go for a bump, can't really find anything. Thimble just waiting a little too far ahead. Now he's gonna take it back. 50 out, great 50. Spartan now in the back foot, gotta play defense now. Billy gonna take it, passes it. No one's home for it now. They know they don't need to rush anything, as they just gotta play a little defense in the back and just to hope that the Spartans can't come out with a miraculous play like they've been doing this past few minutes now in this game. Down by 1, looking to drop them, looking to shut down the series. The bounce pass off the crossbar. Can they find it? Fluffy eventually gets it, and that could have sealed the deal for the Eclipse.
So not only does Fluffy get that great save on the flick from Thimblewit down at the other end a little while ago, they are going to get the insurance marker for the Eclipse with 10 seconds remaining. So now it's going to have to be kickoff goal coming out for the Spartans. This is not a good way to start it. They needed possession. Now the ball in the offensive zone. Tordad can't make contact. That was 0 seconds left. It's going to be game over here in game 4. And the Eclipse are going to secure the series win. But we still have game number 5 to go for the Spartans to try to cut it to a 3-2 loss.
Yeah, the Spartans still have another game to win. 2-3 losses is better than a 1-4 at this point. Both teams definitely with the same amount of shots in this game, 7. But we're going to look at the saves at this time because the Eclipse 3 saves. We got to look at Fluffy with that amazing save on Thimblewit's flick. And right now, if you're the Eclipse, you got to feel good. That was a great win, you know, coming out of that one. You know, Fluffy, 912 points, really putting that team on his back and definitely securing that win. You know, my theme song, Chaser, for the Rocket League is Solar Eclipses. Do. And that's what they came to do. They just do all over the Spartans in this game, unfortunately. But the Spartans still have a game to play.
You just caught me way off guard with that one, Warhead. I had no idea where you were going with that. I knew the Solar Eclipses piece to it, but man, oh man, you caught me way off guard. You got me laughing over here. But no, it was a very good game, number 4 from the Eclipse. Every time the Spartans had a threat to be had, Eclipse were able to slow it down. That flick from Thimblewit, that was probably one of the best saves of the series so far. Able to keep that one out was Fluffy. So very good for the Eclipse here. Now they're going to try to get that 4-1 win, with the Spartans now trying to come back and claw back and get it only down to a 2-3. Like you said, that's going to be really critical for the Spartans here going forward.
Yeah, I mean, both of our predictions are kind of off the table at this point. I mean, it could be a reverse way, you know. I said 3-2 Spartans, you said 4-1 Spartans, and it could potentially be a 3-2 or 4-1 for the Eclipse, and they definitely deserve it. Can we have a defensive play of the week? Is that a thing here? Is it all the offense, you know, when the quarterback makes a beautiful play and it's like, oh, look at this guy. We just got to talk about defense for a second. Can that Fluffy have a play of the week moment? Because that was just incredible. Thimble, amazing shot to try and tie it up in the last game. Fluffy definitely standing out and coming into this game 5, looking for a 4-1 win here, which would really help the Eclipse out, and really just gonna take his time, get a little touch on it. Oh, gets around potentially one defender, does it again around Tordad, no boost, but he's gonna try and pass it out, doesn't find any touch. Tordad doesn't get a good job on that touch, but you know, it's still in the danger zone right now. For the Spartans, the Eclipse definitely have them riding on that back foot and ready to push them down the hole, yelling, you know, this is Eclipse, and just kicking them down the hole. Is that, you know, what the Spartans got to do to try and win their second game of the series?
You got to not get trapped right now, and it looks like there's been a really good job of starving out the Spartans by the Eclipse. Both Quilly and Fluffy were grabbing the offensive boost, but that does finally clear the zone for the Spartans. Tordad's going to catch that one. They played into the corner. The follow-up going to be had from them as well. No, it's going to be a ball from Quilly across and out. A little bit of a misplay there from Thibble, but they probably could have cut that one back into the offensive zone, but nonetheless, it does get back across the midfield line. Thimblewit's going to win that challenge as well. Here comes Tordad, going to push this one. Are they going to go near post? No, it's going to be a demo play coming out from Thimblewit, but that's going to be a miss as well as Quilly chases it down the right wing. Now trying to bounce that one out in front. Thimblewit's going to play that one well off the backboard. Again, it's going to go to the backboard here from the Eclipse. Tordad with a great touch out. Now Thimblewit's going to be able to catch. There's a lot of space here from the Eclipse. They are affording a lot of space there. We've already seen what Thimblewit can do with the flick game. Can they get another one here? To the back wall it goes. Tordad's up. Gonna take a shot, but it's gonna be cut out by the Eclipse.
Yeah, cut out. The Eclipse are definitely showing what they can do on defense, and they have done that the entire series. You know, the Spartans got to come up with some more creative ways to score. I mean, I know they've done it before on the back at Thimblewit, but it just is not working anymore. The Eclipse now have it red, and they're just pressuring both defense and offense for the Spartans team. And unfortunately, that 50, that challenge isn't going to go in the favor of the Spartans. Tordad's got to go back with it. And again, still, the Eclipse are looming in on another goal here. Tordad, good save on that one, but still, Fluffy comes through with it. Thimble gets a good touch, gets a good challenge, a potential opportunity for the Spartans to take it. Thimble goes up, and Thimble's going to score it. It's 1-0 Spartans, and that's what you want to see. You know, quick challenges and quick offensive shooting to win this game 5 out here.
I didn't think Thimblewit had enough boost to make that play. Maybe that 12 pad was all they needed to make the shot happen. But to the lead go the Spartans here with 2 minutes remaining. Now they got to try to hold on to this one. Thimblewit's going to go for an insurance marker. A good crack at the near post, but Quilly going to play that one and claim that save. Good job on that 50. This is a counterattack the other way. Can Fluffy cut that one towards net? No, it is going to go to the corner. Thimblewit plays it once. They're going to try to play it here again. It's going to be a bump play coming in from Fluffy, and Fluffy's just going to go around and circle Thimblewit, not allow the challenge to get out of the zone. Very good play from Quilly. This is an empty net. Fluffy's going to bury that one. We're tied.
It doesn't feel like a tie game. it just feels like the Eclipse just have the Spartans number, just keeping them trapped on the back wall in the back net the entire game. And it's basically the entire series, it felt like. And the Eclipse are definitely taking advantage of these challenges, these 50s, getting them wins, and able to find their teammate or whoever's passing the ball just has a great opportunity. Just every time and time again, the Spartans aren't giving them enough pressure on defense, and yet here we go, another score for the Eclipse. The Eclipse take the lead with 1:22 left.
Another awkward bounce out of the corner. That one directed right towards the net, and Quilly is able to touch that one down and in. Looked like Thimblewit was caught out a little bit as well, thinking that was going to maybe either roll along the corner or roll up or something. But for the Eclipse, now they are in the lead here, looking to try to secure the game. Thimblewit with a good challenge. Here comes Quilly with a demo. Fluffy's going to kick a crack towards the near post. Follow up from Quilly. Can they get that one? Fluffy to Quilly again. Now the Eclipse up by 2.
I don't know. It just feels like the Spartans are just throwing everything they can to the win, and the Eclipse just beating them every single time. 9 shots coming out for the Eclipse this game, and only 2 shots coming from the Spartans. That shows you how much differential this offense from both teams have been pushing in this game 5, and really the entire series, it felt like so far. And the Eclipse still pressuring, still hammering this ball down. Thimblewit, good touch, but Fluffy's in the air waiting for it. Fluffy gonna drop in another one. The Eclipse are now running away with this game. And what do you do? How do you come back now if you're the Spartans to try and make this game a close game, or even potentially, tie the series up? I don't know, Chaser. They're just sitting in their net. They're just sitting on the back wall, twiddling their thumbs, and just waiting for another Eclipse goal.
I mean, really, they're just getting over-pressured and outpaced in this game 5 right now. And they've got to figure out a way to get the pace up for themselves. But right now, with the time just melting off the clock right now, it's feeling more and more like an Eclipse win. It's almost like the Spartans were defeated after that second goal by the Eclipse. Now, Thimblewit's going to get a fake on that one. Fluffy's going to come in and finally get that clearance out for the Eclipse, and Quilly just going to carry it along that wall. They're going to take a crack at net again, but it's going to be a good pinch for the Spartans. But at this point, there's not really much you can do for the Spartans. It's pretty much game over here with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, it's pretty much game over, and if no one else scores, this is a very ominous, sign saying this is the series score. It's 4-1. The Eclipse looking at dropping another one, and a 4-1 win for the Eclipse on both game 5 and the series. The Eclipse have definitely shown their power, what they can do. 10 shots to end the game. Both members just finding ways to pressure the Spartans defense, and the entire time, this entire 5 minutes just felt like the Eclipse were just practicing.
Yeah, the game 5 was just all Eclipse, really. I mean, the Spartans had their moment getting that one goal to get the lead, and then all of a sudden, here come the Eclipse. They just storm right back and into the lead, and they never looked back once they got there. So a really good job of the Eclipse securing game 5, giving them that 4-1 victory. So very well done for them, and that's exactly what they needed to try to separate themselves in the playoff race.
Yeah, they definitely helped themselves out a lot with a 4-1 win. What really I really want to talk about it, though, that save from the Eclipse off of Thimblewit's game 4 flick, that might have just derailed the momentum for the Spartans, which led to this game 5 fault. But no longer this game is over. The series is done. Congratulations to both teams. You both played well. You played your hearts out. Unfortunately for the Spartans, it wasn't your night. Coming up next, though, Chaser, we got a Premier League match. Ducks and the Hive at 7 p.m. That's going to be a fun one. That
is going to be a fun one. It's going to be jumping up all the way from the bottom to the top of this type of play. The leagues are separated out, obviously. So it's going to be a very, very interesting match there. Both teams really in a good position. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the Blue Conference in Premier League. So very, very interesting matchup to be had in the next one.
Oh, yeah. So stay tuned for more minor league sports action right here on MLE Network. Stay tuned.